Hi, Kat Chancellor with Stamp Art Connection and StampArtConnection.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And today I wanted to show you this really cute little card that I made. As you know, I'm finishing up all my cards that I'm putting together for my giving, my donation to my Make a Card, Give a Smile. And this is our little penguin from the Penguin Place bundle. And I've made him with some really special products that I wanted to show you. So let me go ahead and let's get started. What you're going to need is you're going to need the Penguin Place bundle. This includes the stamp set and the punch. So take your penguin punch and let's grab some basic white. They call it basic white now, basic white cardstock. And you can see I just have lots of pieces and parts from all the projects that I've been making. You're also going to need some of this wonderful glimmer paper. Now I could use black, and here is some basic black, but the glimmer paper is really going to give your little penguin, look at that, he's just going to make him look just that much more special. You're also going to need some pumpkin pie basic cardstock. So let's go ahead and and lastly, here's a bag that I got on Amazon with just a bunch of little googly eyes. And the why I like this particular set was because I wasn't really sure what size of googly eyes I should get. And let me show you. This is the smallest, and maybe I can measure this with my ruler here. These are almost 6 centimeters. These are six centimeters. So anything between 5 and 6 centimeters is the size you're going to need for your little googly eyes. So you're going to need a bag of the googly eyes. And I just went ahead and got all these because I can always use these for other projects. Okay, so let's take some Whisper White. Now what I'm trying to do is I have set here a bunch of card blanks that I've already put together, and I've put these are 3x3, and I've already put some designer series paper on it. Now the designer series paper that I'm using is actually part of the offering that I've made. If you buy $50, have a $50 order with me or more, you'll be eligible, especially if you use my host code, you'll be eligible for a free gift, but also you'll get a free paper pack of all the different kinds of designer series paper that was featured in the mini catalog, and then some retired pieces like this. This is a retired paper, and this is retired paper. And what I really like about it is that my offering includes paper that has this neat little foil accents. So it's really a neat way to get some paper for last minute projects over the holidays. Okay, so now, having said that, let's put these aside. Oh, here's another really neat offering. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? That's another piece of paper that's in my sample pack. Okay, so got the googly eyes. Now let's go ahead and let's grab our Whisper White. Now this is just a piece of scrap of Whisper White. And all I need to do is I need to cut it on this side of my stamp. So I turn my stamp or my punch upside down, and it's going to be a little messy, but I'm going to see, I think probably about 6. So we're just going to punch through this like this. And it's going to punch a lot of other pieces, but we're just trying to get these white pieces here. Okay. And let's go ahead and separate the pieces we need. I need 9. So let me see, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 2 more. Let me go over here to my stack of scraps. And there's 8. And there's 9. And I'm just going to do one extra just in case. Always do an extra just in case, because you never know. Something can happen. You can misplace it. It's always nice to have one extra. So let me go ahead and move these aside. And now we're going to grab this is our black glimmer paper. Now for our black glimmer paper, we're going to need this piece of our punch. So if we turn it upside down, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut me a strip here, just so I can make this a lot easier. And let's just go ahead and do it that way. And this is going to cut some extras as well. So we're going to cut, and I'm just lining it up inside there, inside my punch. 1, 2, 3, and that is going to be 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now I'm going to need the little feet, and these are really easy. Again, you can see how I cut them on this piece. Just going to go ahead and cut that strip off, and all I did was I just kind of lined up that corner right there, and I just went across. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to need quite a few, because these are going to be double feet, and they just punch right across the room if you're not careful. So just go ahead and just, okay. So let me just put those little feet right there. And I'm going to cut another row. See how fast this is? This is very fast. It's not hard. In fact, this is probably the most tedious part of this whole thing. And I was trying to come up with an idea, because for the kids, and they really like these little animals. So I think it's just really a nice little touch. It's a little Christmas penguin. It's got some Christmas paper in the back, so that's always nice. Okay, so here are all my little pieces and parts, and let me try to separate. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my brand new, because I used a whole bottle. I go through this stuff so fast during the holidays when I'm making these cards. You're going to need your tool, and this tool is the one that has the little tip. It's like a little putty tip. You need that, and I also I use the pointy end of my tool, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one has a flat head, so I'm going to grab a pair of scissors, and I'm just going to kind of I accidentally kind of got that towards the top of the paper, but no worries. Maybe we'll do it this way. Let's put the glue on this way, and then let's grab my putty tool, and then let's put that there, and let's put the glue on here. We're putting the glue on our glitter paper. I'm using my putty tip to pick up my paper. Look at that, and just apply it right there. Now, if you miss a little corner there, don't worry about it. It happens. That's why we actually make more than we need. There we go. We'll just put that one right there. And if it kind of inks out a little bit, I just get a little diaper wipe here, and I just kind of wipe it a little bit. I actually put too much glue. And you know what I should be using is I should be using my silicone mat here. Yeah, and I just kind of dab around it to make sure that the glue doesn't get all over. Okay, so here are all my little penguins. And just want to make sure, I'm going to press through them, make sure that they're all good. Okay. Now, the next part is I'm going to put on googly eyes. So the way I put on the googly eyes is I just kind of throw some over here on my desk. Okay, like that. And I've got googly eyes right there on my desk. Now again, this is what's so great about this little putty thing. I kind of work, and I'm going to put these off here, and I'm going to move this up like this so you can see. I kind of work where I just put a dot of glue, just a small dot of glue, like right there. And that's kind of a big dot, but I don't need a lot of glue for this. And what I do is I just kind of work around. And I go down maybe 4 or 5 at once. And what it does is it allows the glue to get tacky enough so that the little googly eyes are going to stick. Okay, and then I'm going to pick them up with my little putty piece here. And I kind of shape that so it's nice and round. And then look at that. I just pick up a googly eye. Boom. And the googly eye fits perfectly. Look at that, right inside that little white kind of eye socket. And there you go. Look how easy this is. Just pick up those little googly eyes and just put them right there. And look how cute those little faces. Those are just going to be adorable for the little children at the children's hospital and for any of your projects. Okay, so now we got those done. So, oh, you know what I forgot to do? Oh, I've gotten so excited with googly eyes that I forgot the most important part. So stop, don't let me go any further. Let me find my stamp set. What did I do with my stamp set? Can you guess? Can you guess what I forgot? I forgot his nose or his little beak. Right here's his little beak. Oh heavens, how am I going to get that in there? I'm going to have to get that in there right there. All right, let's see how I do this. I'm going to use pumpkin pie. I got excited. Let's see. Oh, that's just, I'm just going to leave it like that, folks, because if you kind of stick it up there, that's not too bad. That's not too bad, huh? All right, before I forget, let's bring these other ones. These are done, and that wasn't too bad. I just used the corner of this little block. Okay, so I recovered, but the way you want to do them is you want to lay these guys out like this. Okay, because this is a step you don't want to forget. Let me move my little beaky beak here, because I think penguins have beaks, right? Because they're birds. We're going to move that, and we're going to put that right there. I forgot that part. And what I learned is that you can see when you had smaller eyes, I really put this little beak really close up to the top. But with these larger eyes, it looks as though you really don't need to do that. Okay, so recovered from that. So now that we've got that piece down, now we can go ahead, we can move our little guys back in here. And we're going to do the little little eyes. All right, so now I have all of these done, okay? And I'm going to put my googly eyes very carefully back into my little package here. Okay, so now we have our little feet. So we're going to go and do the same thing. I'm going to put a little dot, and that's too much, but I'm just going to kind of add a little bit of glue. And there you go. So those are all done. Now see, look, wasn't that easy? That was so easy, and it didn't take much time at all to put together those little penguins, and I have a couple of little footsies put aside. So now let's go ahead and let's get our cards. I'm going to push these aside here because one of the things that I'm doing is I am using these wonderful snowflakes as kind of backgrounds for some of these cards, and I've already put the designer series paper on it. This is a 3x3 card, so this is probably about 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and they're not exact. They're kind of odd. Okay, so then I'm going to grab one of these snowflakes. I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to put some glue, and let me make sure I do this on my mat. These guys are kind of drying over here. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put some glue, and then I kind of walk this glue a little bit. Because I'm on my silicone mat, I just kind of spread this out, you know, just a little bit like that. Then I'm going to turn this around, and I'm going to put this, and it's really kind of got a very pretty iridescent look. Do you see that iridescent look? Now I'm going to grab a little penguin, and I have some very mini wobbles here. You know I love my wobbles. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put our little wobbles on the back. Now you always use the thinnest part of your wobble is the part that's going to go against the piece that is going to be sticking up, and I secure it right there, kind of press it with my fingers like that. Then I use my pick from my take a pick tool and kind of take off that piece of adhesive, and I stick it on my snowflake, and it's going to adhere perfectly right on my card. Okay, look at that. There you go. So let's go ahead and put the rest of these together. Okay, there you go. Here are, and I'm going to show you all of the cards. I'm going to show you all the cards that I made using this. On top of all of these cards, so there you go. Look at the wonderful little penguin cards. They're just so cute with the little googly eyes, and destined for the Children's Hospital. And all of them, by simply using your punch, right? Your punch, you need the little nose from the Penguin Place bundle, okay? The punch, the stamp set. This is on sale, so you want to get this right now if you want to use this paper to create these beautiful glittery little penguins, and then the wonderful snowflakes that are kind of used as little backgrounds for our lovely little penguins. So this is Cat Chancellor with Stamp Art Connection and stampartconnection.com. Happy stamping, and come back and see me. Please hit like, and I'll see you next time.